Hi, I'm Rich Torrey. Welcome to another Level Up Cartooning. All you ever need to follow along with me is a pencil and paper. It doesn't get any easier than that, right? Now, before we get started, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe button as it helps this channel to grow, and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson. Okay, so after getting interrupted by 2 weeks of Looney Tunes drawings, I'm finally, as promised, going to do the children's book version of Paddington, having recently drawn the CGI animated version. Just to refresh our memories, Paddington was the creation of children's book author Michael Bond, who wrote the first Paddington story, A Bear Called Paddington, back in 1958, with Paddington's iconic pen and ink illustrations created by the legendary Peggy Fortnum. And it is specifically Fortnum's version of Paddington that we will be drawing. I say this because, as you can see, Paddington, like many characters that have lasted over half a century or more, end up with different looks depending on who is drawing them. In his original form, Paddington, drawn as I said by Peggy Fortnum, with pen and ink and a little watercolor wash, had a wonderful, warm, sketchy, loose feel. And so that's what we're going for today. If you're familiar with E.H. Shepard's wonderful original Winnie the Pooh illustrations, Peggy Fortnum's work has a bit of that feel, at least in my opinion. One other point I want to make. This lesson clearly demonstrates my feeling that any character you draw is made up of two parts. There's the shape or the form of that character, and then there's the line that you choose to indicate that shape. While our Paddington here is made up of round, full shapes or forms, that round shape is then indicated using some sketchy, sometimes unconnected lines, giving Paddington his soft, warm, lovable feel. Anyway, what do you say we get started drawing the original book version of Paddington Bear? We're going to draw Paddington step by step, giving you the secret formula to be able to draw him again and again. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I normally use the character's head to figure out how big the entire character is. We've got 3 poses for Paddington, 2 of them standing still, in which case Paddington is about 4 heads tall. In other words, however tall his head is, his entire body is about 4 of those tall, not counting the top of his hat. In the third pose, Paddington is running, so his posture is pitched forward and his legs are extended, making him only 3 heads tall. In other words, however tall his head is, his running body is 3 of those tall. Again, not counting the top of his hat. Okay, so what do you say we get started with the roadmap for the original illustrated version of Paddington? So there's our roadmap for Paddington. Now, before we go into step 2, I want to give you the layout of Paddington using simple shapes for those of you who want a screen grab. Just something to help you when laying out your Paddington drawing. Okay, so now we're on to step 2. In this step, we do what I call roughing out the features. I want to remind you that until the third and final step, you want to draw as light as possible. You'll see that I use guidelines to help me to position Paddington's body and features. We don't want those guidelines in the final drawing, so you want to draw them light enough to be able to erase them easily. Okay, so let's rough out the features for a children's book version of Paddington. Okay, so there's the roughed out features of Paddington. So now with the roadmap done and the features roughed out, it's time for that final step. In step 3, we get to have fun. We get to draw in the final details of Paddington. We don't have to guess where to put things because we've already done all the hard work to figure that out. Now would be the time to take a moment and look at your Paddington drawing while it's still lightly sketched out and fix or change things before you commit that drawing to the final lines. But even after you begin those final lines, you should still be thinking about how you might improve your drawing all the way until the very end. One last note. I'm drawing the final lines of Paddington using pen and ink. In this case, I'm using a Tachikawa pen with I think a G nib and Higgins Black Magic ink. I probably need to do a bunch of lessons just on pen and ink, but for now, I'll just say it's becoming a lost art due to digital and the variety of markers that are available. But if you can master the traditional dip pen and ink, there's really nothing that compares to what you can do with it. So I encourage you to give it a try. Anyways, enough talk. What do you say we draw the details for Paddington? And that's how you do it. There you have it in the original Peggy Fortnum style, Paddington Bear. Now as a little bonus, rather than just coloring it in digitally like I normally do, I thought I would throw in a little color wash over my final lines using my little Sennelier kit here and a few rather inexpensive Winsor Newton University brushes, which I've used my entire career. Anyways, what do you say we throw a little color wash on Paddington, which is... And there it is, the original book version of Paddington Bear. So how do you think you did? Understand if you've never drawn any version of Paddington before, pen and ink or otherwise, then you cannot expect to have drawn him perfectly. But now you have the secret formula, the process for drawing Paddington. And with that, you could draw him again and again. And I encourage you not only to try the pen and ink, but also to try the watercolor wash when you're done. I promise each time you draw him, it'll be a little better and a little easier. I also promise the more you work with me, the better you're going to get at all of your cartoon characters. So I'd love to see your drawing of Paddington. If you can, take a picture and post it on either Facebook or Instagram. And don't forget to include the hashtag #LevelUpCartooning. I hope you had as much fun as I did with this one. Remember to subscribe and thanks for joining me. Until next time, keep drawing, my friends.